What the actual bantha did I just watch? They've done it. They managed to make the worst episode of the season. It's impressive, really. Greetings and welcome once again to Roman of the Empire. I am your host, Roman. Today we are talking about The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 6, Guns for Hire. There was potential that was completely wasted, a side story that was far too long. Even like the side story was too long. The dialogue was dreadful. And there was a lot of conflicting plot points from earlier episodes. That's what you got with this one. Even the end scene, which should have been the redeeming scene from this, doesn't work because of the conflicting plot points from previous episodes. This is number 6. There are 2 more to go in a season that has largely gone nowhere. I'd say I was disappointed, but that would mean that I had expectations. Those are long since gone, and now we are left with this, whatever this is. So we're going to dive into the episode now. I don't look forward to Wednesdays. I don't look forward to watching this show. It just sucks the soul right out of my ass. So here we go. We jump off. There's a spaceship floating out there. It's full of the squid people, the Quarrens. They're the ones that got the pointy heads and the little tentacle things on their face. They're off, and they get encountered by what appears to be an Imperial ship. Ruh-roh. And the space scene looks fine. It turns out they're not Imperials, they are Mandalorians. Ho-ho! And they are on a mission to find, and the squid people try to buy them off, saying, oh, hey, we didn't know there were any warlords here. And it's like, I'm not a warlord, I'm a Mandalorian, I was hired to find you. They have a Calamarian prince on board. It's the Romeo and Juliet love story. The Mandalorians are hired to collect said Mon Calamarian prince who doesn't want to go home. Oh, I can't go back to the palace. This scene goes on way too long. You don't care about these characters. What I would have loved to have seen was them get on board, kill the entire crew, grab the squid boy, and blow the ship out of the sky. That would have given me some satisfaction. I hated this scene and everything about it, except for that the Mandalorians have an Imperial starship. That part was cool. Whew. All right, then we're that's done. All that establishes is that the Mandos have this ship, because remember, Bo-Katan's basically lost fleet. Now, Bo-Katan and Din go to a planet called, what the hell is it? Plazir 15. This is where the Mando fleet has set up shop, and Bo-Katan wants to reclaim her fleet. That's the goal of her in this episode. Now, we get to the planet. It's all domed and pretty. That's fine. They take control of the ship immediately because Bose wants to land away and then go see the Mandalorians. But nope. Automated control takes control of the ship. That's a great defense mechanism on the ship. And they are whisked off to go see the planet's leaders, who are Jack Black and Lizzo play the fat, disgusting. They're trying to portray a Roman style of opulence that is their realm, but the dialogue is dreadful. It's so bad. Lizzo shouldn't be in front of a camera. She doesn't act well, and Jack Black, he's just showing up for a paycheck at this point. They tell them that there's a droid problem. They're like, well, why can't the Mandalorians take care of it? And this is a plot that is very confusing to me. It's like, well, we can't have a standing army enter the city, but these two are allowed to be in the city because they're independent. Anyway, he explains that there's a droid problem. They have malfunctioning droids. And there are also Imperial droids on this planet. This is one of the plot points we'll get to in just a sec. The droids there are malfunctions, and their entire society is based on a droid labor force. So everybody can enjoy the arts and the opulence and pursue their dreams. You know, whatever. So Mando and Bo-Katan are offered, he's like, yeah, I'll let you go see the Mandalorians once you take care of my droid problem for me. Okay, fine. So they go off to see the security chief, played by Christopher Lloyd. Wow, what's he doing there? One, he doesn't look well. He's older. I like Christopher Lloyd a lot too, but this role isn't suited for him at all. So he shows them some video of the incidents that happened, and there have been some. I don't know if there even been deaths. It's not explained, but Bo-Katan says, well, why can't you shut them off? Why can't you just shut them off? And Christopher Lloyd's like, he's got this magic button which can kill all the droids. He's like, well, if I do that, then the planet's basically going to be in chaos. We're all dependent on the droids now. Okay, so no one can do anything without the droids. Got it. And this is terrible. So he pushes them along the bureaucracy train downstairs to talk to the Ugnaughts, who, they work on the droids, and they're reluctant to speak to Bo-Katan. Mando speaks, he had that Ugnaught buddy of his, so he speaks in Ugnaught ways. I have spoken. And he gets basically the list from the Ugnaughts, and then they go off to a dock, which is manned by battle droids. So if you'll remember, on Coruscant, they were dumping Imperial tech like it was cool, getting rid of it. But you have a whole planet here that is largely manned by ex-Imperial droids and battle droids that have been reprogrammed. What? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't understand this. It doesn't make sense. This is in contrast to the earlier episode. And to me, again, doesn't seem a great idea to have the Imperial droids or battle droids on a planet, that's part of the New Republic. It's stupid? Yes, it's stupid. So now they're down in the docks. Bo-Katan's asking questions for, one of the, Roger droids. I hated those things. And Mando just starts kicking the big, heavy droids until one of them reacts, and hey, now they have something to chase down. And they chase it down and they kill it. And then Bo-Katan finds like a card on the thing to a droid bar. What the fuck? A droid bar? That doesn't even make sense. So they go to the droid bar. And they start questioning the droids. They find out that the droids get, they don't drink. They get this infusion of some kind of lubricant. And the main droid goes through and it finds out all the infected droids, all the affected droids are infected with some kind of bad batch of lubricant. So now they go to the CSI lab, staffed by another fat, diverse person, who opens a drawer. It's like a morgue, except it's droids. Droids don't go to the morgue. Droids go to the dump, or maybe a lab to get dissected. And then now they start taking fluid out of it. And now they discover that there's nanites in the droid. And who's responsible for this? There's actually a signature on here. It's an order from the security chief. No one thought to fucking look at this. This is terrible. Terrible. So now they go back to the security chief, who's like, the planet's unrecognizable now. I love democracy. And it turns out he's a separatist leftover from the bygone era. The point to this is never clear. You don't understand why he's done what he's done. I still don't know why he did what he did. He talks about Count Dooku and everything, but it's like, oh, okay, are you trying to get rid of the droids? I don't know what your point was. It's like the mask got pulled off the guy in a Scooby-Doo episode, but he can't explain why he did what he did. Because there is no reason. It's pointless. So they take him down to the fat lady and fat man, and the only good thing about this episode, is Grogu gets like sidelined again for the entire episode. So that's something. And the The fat lady's very disappointed in him and banishes him to a moon. No one gives a fuck. It's pointless. None of this has any fucking relevance. And Grogu gets knighted for reasons no one knows by fat lady. And and now they get their audience with the Mandalorians. Okie dokie. So now it's painful. This whole thing is painful. So now Bo-Katan goes down to meet her old one of her cohorts, Wolf's Axe, which is kind of a cool name, but whatever. He's in command of this basically mercenary fleet now. And he likes it, and he doesn't want to give it up. She doesn't have the dark shirt anyways. What's the big deal? So she challenges him to a fight. They fight. She wins. There's no way she wasn't going to win. Also, they're just kind of scattered around when they get there. All the ships are on the ground, but the Mandalorians don't like have any housing or anything. They're just kind of wandering around. It's like they're at camp, but not. It almost that doesn't matter either. Anyway, Bo-Katan beats the guy because she's going to. And then he still doesn't want to give it up because she doesn't have the Darksaber. And then Din gives the whole thing, and this is something that could have been done a lot earlier. He explains that on Mandalore, I was defeated by a thing. And Bo-Katan defeated that thing. So she defeated the thing that defeated me, so she rightfully owns the Darksaber. And everybody's like, all right, I'll go. And that's it. Then she gets the Darksaber back and she lights it up, and that's the end of the episode. So she could have had the Darksaber all this time and gone back and reclaimed. Why did we not do that? Because we needed these 27 side stories that took us nowhere, right? It's horrible. It's so bad. And so you have the conflicting thing with the droids when Imperial tech is getting destroyed. This side story was just dreadful. And then back to the Mandalorians, finally with a plot point that could have been inserted a while ago and expanded. Then you could have expanded on other points during the series, but they didn't do that. You just got this kind of garbage all around season, with this being the exclamation point thus far as bad episodes go. So that's it. There are only two left. Oddly, it's still better than Obi-Wan was. So I can give it that. That's a very low bar. So anyway, I'm gonna go drink now. This has been Roman of the Empire signing off. Please like, subscribe, and please leave your comments on this episode. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. Be kind.